What struck me most is when I joined or went out to witness the protests. I was scared myself, I must admit. As a Palestinian, being in Cairo at that point is not something that one would take for granted. But I was most struck by how quick the fear factor had disappeared from the people. It's something that I couldn't have imagined. To see Egyptians, young and old, male and female, speaking out against the regime, calling for freedom, saying enough, saying go, are things I wouldn't have imagined in my wildest dreams. And the Egyptians were more courageous than I was. Because of family circumstances, I had to return to Egypt less than 4 weeks after. And Egypt already felt like a different country. By that time, Mubarak had gone. There was much debate about the future direction of Egypt and what's going to happen. There was huge concern over the question of security. The once powerful and feared Egyptian police felt unable to go out to the streets to do their jobs. And at night, there was questions of safety and security. Yet, the young people were continuing to do what they felt was their duty. So at night, as we drove in Alexandria, we saw young people manning the streets in groups. During the day, we saw them facilitating traffic. They were in T-shirts that had the 25th of January revolution, as they like to call it. Others were on the coastal road, clearing the road. The criminals and the remnants of the regime, it was clear that they were doing their best to make the situation worse. But the people continued, and protests continued in Tahrir Square until the people got the government they asked for. They got a new prime minister and a new cabinet, that they were clean of the former regime.